Hello, everyone. This is the weird, smooth jazz version of Azure Dreams at 3 a.m. in the morning Eastern. I am Shawnee7188. Again. I'm hearing myself because I forgot to pause the stream because I'm totally awake doing this. Actually, I'm fine. I'm just putting on a thing. So anyway, this is going to be a match between Wugga and DamagedPlushie. It's going to be an absolutely great one. Let me pop out things so I can see it and I can see the chat. And I can get my controls over here. And we are all good to go. Sand Knight, hello. All right, so I will get the runners counted down. There we go. And we'll get them going ASAP. So this is Azure Dreams. It's a procedurally generated random tower crawling roguelike. And it is a stupidly fun game that is once upon a time extremely difficult, but now with knowledge, we are able to basically break apart this game. So the runner should be starting very soon on my side, but we are going to be getting into a little bit more detail about what this is. And basically we have, this is the random toolkit, which basically means it's a vanilla game. So the tower is basically the same, but we're going to have a random starting monster, which changes something drastic. We're getting a wee dog. Oh dear. No one likes that. No one likes that at all. You can see that in the little state display at the bottom. The state display was made by Chai. The layout is made by Sustaina, two wonderful community members, and the de-randomizing randomizer is made by a programmer who we all love, and he helped resurrect this entire community. So we're basically able to fix the seeds so both players will be playing the same thing. And now that we're in here, we're going to be grabbing 5 items. The medicinal herb will be the only thing guaranteed, but everything will be the same kind of thing. So we'll get a weapon, we'll get a shield, we'll get a spell ball, we'll get a herb, and then there'll be a bell rung just above. So we're going to speed up the first floor tutorial and get rid of stuff. You see here we're getting rid of all the needless things, and we have an egg, which is no name, which is actually really neat because that means it's going to be an evolved monster. So if anyone has any guesses what they are in chat, let me know. So you're going to probably see them both. Like the Gulfwind sword is, It could be Queenie as well, yeah. We're seeing Plushie just straight go for hatching. Both actually hatching relatively in the same part of the thing. I was thinking this is going to be like the same seed as last time with the wee dog, but with the Gulfwind sword is confirmed not to be. So they definitely downloaded the right seed. Did they download the right seed? It is. Did I roll the same seed twice? What? 615317. No, this is a completely different seed with the same monsters. Wow. Huh. So anyway, this is a water wee dog, so it has Neobrid, which is a thing. Yeah, it's a different seed entirely. Different layout. You're going to see mixture magic here on DamagedPlushie side and Wugga side. The Gulfwind sword isn't getting too much strength or too much help versus the flame monsters, but honestly, the fact Death is here again is actually very funny. Huh. That is the weirdest percentage. Why they know Death? I don't know. I think they're going to be taking, at least Wugga's not going to be using it too soon. I would switch out Death Egg ASAP. I think Wugga is trying to go for a little bit of experience. No, it's not. It's the previous one I generated. Wait. We might have to restart this. One sec here. Is this the same seed? The curry bot? No. Shuza, septic. Now I'm getting confused. Give me a sec here. I actually have to look this up now. I wonder if Currybot's drunk. We'll figure that one out in a second here. Uh, 317-034-505-961 693 and 888. So no. Wow, I generated the same monster seeds twice in one day. Being tired, this is kind of unbelievable. Anyway, just to shrug that off and explain a little bit more about the rules. This is a race. The highest floor first will win. There is 40 floors in the tower. The floor 40 is basically a freebie. Floor 1 is basically a freebie. And there's a constant set of floors I'll be referring to, like the water floors, wind floors, fire floors, so forth like that. And that basically more or less makes the game like have like chapters or like segments in them. Right now, they're just on the kind of tutorial floors where there's kind of a generous amount of fire, wind, and water creatures. So Death is able to do pretty decent around here. You gotta be really careful. Death is pretty brittle. He's not able to be picked up as well, but we're gonna hopefully. Here we go. We're gonna see a fusion happen on Wugga's side, getting rid of that wind typing. We also see that there is a stream wand on Wugga's side, but that doesn't really mean anything when you're using mixture magic at a range. Plushie is in the lead. I am using that audio right now. It's very quiet, isn't it? Okay, you can't hear it. I'm going to switch to Wugga for a sec. How much louder? Quite a bit louder. So just if I do switch between them, just be aware there might be a little jolt in volume. 3 a.m. in the morning, it might catch people off guard. So anyway, we're looking at the inventories here with the state display. They're also able to see, obviously, because that's on their stream layout. It just helps clear up the HUD quite a bit. It's quite nice. It's a good quality of life thing. I don't tend to look at it very much when I'm running it, but as a commentator, it makes me be able to see inside their inventory, which makes things infinitely easier to commentate. Both DamagedPlushie and Wugga are extremely fast 80% runners. And honestly, the random toolkit gives people a general better start to the run that normally you don't get with any percent because you're always trying to build up and do whatever versus having death off basically the start, which will have an immense amount of how can I phrase it? The freedom to be able to do what you want at a range is extremely overpowering. And death is still wind on DamagedPlushie's side, but it's actually wind back. It's back to wind on Wugga's side. He must have just used a wind seed or something because it was fire briefly. They're both vulnerable to bomb traps. Traps, which you can see there with the frog, can be very scary if it happens to you, and your monster will try to defend you. Oh, sorry, to explain it before. Yeah, whoever gets the highest floor first wins. There's that 1 hour cap on the matches as well. And this is a best of 3 because this game can just straight up say no sometimes and kill you. And it's very punishing and mean that way, but it is what it is. You can see here, Plushie just waiting just a little bit. You can definitely tell where the monsters are going to be walking. They always turn left. They're left, obviously. So you'll see the flame will walk down and then take a right to go around the corner. This is a lot of MP usage to just get rid of this flame for not very much experience, but Plushie wants to go in that room and doesn't want to get pincered between monsters, which is a smart decision. And the Gulfin Sword is not doing any help right here. Like this is there's a weapon triangle of elements basically. And we're gonna switch over to Wugga here. He's in the lead again. And basically what's happening is, yeah, you can see the damage of the Thunder Wave there versus a water creature. But water hits fire, fire hits wind, wind hits water. Clown right now happens to be the wind genus. So basically, you will do neutral against wind and do increased damage versus water creatures. And honestly, this is like one of the scarier. Okay, 4 damage isn't the worst. You can deal with that as long as he doesn't use sled. You'll be more or less fine to survive and get to the elevator there. But if you think of it as like 3 equal circles and stuff like that, you're wrong. Water tends to be bulky, wind tends to be quote unquote sneaky, or used for exceptions, and then fire tends to be offensive. And the circles in the tower for how useful the wind, water, and fire monsters are not equal. You can wall hack here. You'll see this. Oh, I see. Wugga way to turn. You can technically shoot through the wall around corners. It's kind of funny. But the Venn diagram, that's not how that works. But like water is extremely useful universally. Thankfully not brainwashed. That could be a run-ender if Death decides to say no. It's very scary. Although it does have a sleep ball on him, so 2 of them actually. So he can get out of a couple situations if it were to be brainwashed. Queenie is the only monster in the game that can't be brainwashed, which is the normal starting monster. But we're not going to see that. What was it? It was Wee Dog with Neobrid. So once they get to floor 18, 19, stuff like that, they'll come across Wee Dogs. Those Wee Dogs will be able to hit at range. That is what happens when we unlock the spells of the starting monsters. They will also all be water instead of fire, which is a big thing. So by doing that, basically, if you have wind up there, you'll be able to take out the Pickets, Arachnes, and Wee Dogs with basically the long-range wind spell, which you see here is Thunder Wave, which I think can hit roughly 9 spaces away. It's quite generous, truthfully. There's no point like doing that and doing the menuing when you can sit in front. You can see here Wugga just finishing off with the sword. Also, this is a mystery dungeon game, like I said before. This is semi-annoying, to say the least. Okay, Wugga, you gotta be careful. So a lot of monsters that are gonna come say hello. Defense or not, like this is gonna still hurt a bit. And you don't know when you're gonna get hit a trap and die as well. It's so weird to see the same monsters again. Honestly, what I would have done actually before fusing the monsters away is probably use meat a few times, just get some recovery items, or stuff to distract other monsters, but it only really distracts them when they're low MP, which is kind of situational. It is Troy. Looking at both of them hitting the elevator each time, I should also explain, you can see the turn in on the camera. Experienced players or runners or whatever you want to call, like I guess that's players of the game. The map will always start in the top left-hand corner of the natural north, and it will always make a C going down to Ko, the player. So if you are attentive, you can actually monitor and watch the floor as it basically loads in. We'll see on Wugga's side, it will start on the top left, and let's see where it ends up. He stayed on the top left, so it doesn't show him any information. So basically, he is completely unaware of anything else happening here. So using star glasses might be a good idea, just to A, free up inventory space, but B, just kind of, see where he's going. You always want to get to the elevator faster than your opponent. That's always a good thing. Star glasses, definitely use them. Come on. Is he just going to release Wee Dog? No, not yet. Well, Wugga's thinking. He's one of the fastest menuers there is. Ooh, we got a curse on the stream. So he gets to use a decurse scroll, but he does have the curse status. The curse status will cause more misses to happen, less dodges, ironically, than happening, but he is currently holding a leather shield, which has an increased evasion rate of, I think, roughly 11%. And honestly, he needs to find a cure-all herb to get rid of it, but having the stream wand isn't the worst, but it's also really not the best. Like, it's not... you gotta be careful on that one, too. 6 damage. Okay, at least he found the... Oh, no. You don't want to see this. Because depending on how long you're paralyzed for... Okay, good, good. Oh, there's two U-boats coming. That was extremely scary. Yeah, exactly. You heal up him and just get out of there. Paralysis traps are run enders in some situations. U-boats are scary. They can be a lot worse. But if all three of them were there, the death would have just succumbed to the attack, and most likely same with Wugga. So I see we're getting there. I see that's why he's keeping the wee dog. He was trying to get past those floors because now he's on basically the fire floors, and if you get sniped by a griffin with its spell across the room, it will just straight die if it's wind. DamagedPlushie might be doing the same thing as well, which is honestly wonderful. Exactly. Troy gets it. Just don't get hit by a paralysis trap, especially not with a curse status on you. Obviously, a lot of our runners are in chat right now. Septic, Troy, Sand Knight. Well, technically myself. I'm technically in chat too. Oh, so there's a lot of useless herbs you can see. There's like 2 hazzocks and stuff like that. There's a wake-up herb. There's no reason not to feed herbs to your monster because it restores 3 MP per. So if you're just trying to clear up inventory space, you're walking by one. Since it's not the second tower, you don't have to worry too much about that kind of mentality, like trying to conserve MP and stuff, I should say. It should be relatively decent to get that much MP back, but looking at Wugga's side, it has 56 MP, while death on Plushie's side is 80. So Plushie's taking way better care of Death's MP usage because it's all well and good until it basically runs out. There's the heat wave, you get the physical attack, and then you get the follow-up range damage. Is that a water crystal? Nah, we don't need that. Yeah, it's not like he has something named after you at all. Hey, Septic. I still want to say the Septic specials only when KOs happen, but at the same time, like... I do agree with the pickup. What are you going to get rid of for it, though? Oh, I see. Using star glasses. You can see here Wugga's menuing speed is honestly probably second to none in the community. It's actually kind of disturbing how fast he can. We're seeing here water death on Plushie's side. I think she didn't want water, but she does have a wind seed in her inventory, so if she ever wants to go back to that, she can. And we see here Wugga just flying up these floors. Don't want to stay too much time on these ones. You want to get to roughly floor 14 to 16. You're looking for seeds and stuff like that. Eggs. And obviously the one everyone's trying to look for is the Gruda egg, which basically gives you free teleports around everywhere. It is extremely broken and extremely cheap to use, both as a race tactic because you basically have to get a jail-free card for like 90 times, or the other option is it costs is cheap because like if your opponent doesn't find it and you do, it's basically a guaranteed win if you play it right. Still can be dangerous though, because you don't get levels with the Garuda. All right. You can see here the damage is going to be quite small comparatively to wind damage from, or even water damage from Plushie's side, because Wugga's hitting a water creature with a fire spell. So I might have to end up doing a little bit of weight stirring this to stay awake. I'm sorry, it is quite late for me, but it's not, the worst. Definitely, I would use a trap. Oh, okay. There honestly, it's a place for repel, since Wugga does have a recovery ball. You can use repel on your own monster and then use recovery and hit yourself. You see here the long range of fire all the way straight down. He used the wrong one. That was Flame Sword. This is Heat Wave. And then do it a second time. Yeah, good amount of experience killing the Garudas. You can see here Wugga is actually looking around, turning the camera, which is something I'm not used to, obviously. But he actually is naturally looking at the floors entirely, just because he wants to make sure there is no leftover Garuda egg potential. Because if Plushie were to get the Garuda egg, basically, and if he misses it, that's a huge detriment. Floor 16 is special. We will see. What are you doing? Oh, I see. Sorry, perspective is weird. You'll see here when it comes. Oh, he has a Scarlet Wand as well. Oh, that's really nice. That is actually a physical attack that is based off of enemy level. The intervals of basically X6, excluding floor 6, will always have a chance of spawning a Balrog. A Balrog is a neat little monster that, if based off RNG, will be able to give people a Roche Fruit, because it doesn't care about the rarity drops. And if it were to drop a Roche Fruit, you throw it at a Garuda, you immediately get a Garuda egg, and you immediately basically win the game. Again, I'm really not trying to stress that too much. The first ever match, I think, in this entire tournament, we actually had a Garuda seed to start. If I recall correctly. You can see Plushie throwing away the Dreamin', because A, it's just a Dreamin', but B, it's a wind creature. You don't want to tangle with it too much. And Wugga saying no to any potential Roche Fruit, spent enough time on floor 16, and this is going to progress now. And that's an egg. Yeah, take the egg away from the best monster in the game. How dare you? It was hungry. It was looking at an omelet. He ruined it. Oh, you forgot his monster. You gotta be really careful when changing AI. If you forget your oh, it's awake as well. You got a water crystal on DamagedPlushie side, which is basically a full recovery of HP and MP for your monster. And we're probably gonna see the egg hatch actually on, yeah. Because Wugga knows where the Garudas are. The way the eggs spawn in this game is based off of basically credits. When you don't find something on a floor, the game gives you another credit and gives you a chance to roll an egg. After you find one, you can't find one for a while. So this will probably be the last chance of getting a Garuda egg. So it definitely is worth attempting. Also, you should just move. There you go. And then you move the death away so you can easily get to the elevator without taking hits. I think Plushie really wanted those glasses, but having a full inventory can be quite difficult. I'm going to guess this is going to be a troll egg. Let's see what we get here. No, it's Kraken. Honestly, not the worst. It is technically a free switch into a water type genus if he wants. He still has a wind seed to switch back if he wants. But honestly, there's a lot better things you could hatch, obviously, from those floors. And if Plushie were to find that egg, I think she would do the exact same thing again. Or exact same thing Wugga did. Totem Fruit, honestly, one of the best things to have in the game. If you have a light monster, not being light as in fire, but light as in something you can pick up. True, but it's also very spongy as well for... Or not spongy. Oh, we're going to get the fusion. I want to say... Okay, I see what Wugga's doing. Wugga's going into basically Viper Town area / Wee Dogs, switching back into... That's a blinder trap. Switching into water, honestly, is a very good thing to do. Wugga does have a Roam Herb, but he didn't actually use it. It's the one instance where, honestly, you should. We'll see here with the water. Yeah, 18 damage. Not the worst. Not honestly a lot of damage. It should take 2 more attacks to kill the spider. Yeah. And this should do a good chunk of damage with the Stream Wand. Yeah, 34. So death has its place. I still don't like it as a monster overall. I do know for a fact that it can be, quite strong and situational, but honestly, nothing really beats AI 1 strats as far as I'm concerned. That is going to be a Manoeva when he walks towards that elevator, I believe. No. Okay. Oh, I see. It was the puff of smoke beneath the Manoeva hitting the sleep trap there. I see. Okay, top left, we can see where the elevator is, and we're going to start seeing some Blizzard Swords happen. Because there is 2 spells, you're going to see 3 hits to kill Viper. It's quite a bit true. And yeah, I had opportunity to do a quick hit. Wugga's a bit scared. He could have confidently fought the spider, doing two mixture magics and just getting rid of it. But he decided to use... Yeah. Counteract the slow trap with Mahel Seed. Mahel Seed increases your agility. I would still keep the D-Curse a little bit, I think. First to go if you pick up some useful stuff, but he has a relatively empty inventory right now, so... Floor 15 to floor 20, 5 floor interval difference. That could be made up immediately if, things just go different. It sounds stupid, but it's true. If Plushie were to go left and right, or left instead of right when Wugga went right and got delayed, it'd be entirely possible to catch up. Or one bad trap, Wugga can die, and Plushie can make her way comfortably up and pass the highest floor on Wugga's side. There's a lot of potential for this game for catching up in a lot of different ways. That is a collar jacking Palumpa. We're going to see a bag. Oh, no, we're not. Okay. That's not how that works. I honestly would have kept it for the front, but whatever. Plumperang, strategy made by Horsa_BG. Basically, those Palumpas don't ever attack you. You can pick them up and throw them at enemies, and they will turn enemies around in the hallway. Another spell here. Pillar is a very nice find. This is actually quite a bit of fire magic. Fire magic is the only offensive magic that can be shot off at that distance. So between the water and fire, honestly, Wugga is sitting pretty right now. Although he has to be a little bit careful. Stealths and the wind floors are coming up soon. He doesn't really have any means of protecting his death with anything other than the spell balls. If he gets out of commission, it will probably die to the unicorns, stealths, and blocks. Especially the blocks if it tries to fight it physically. That's going to be quite a bit of damage. Yeah. +1 on the fireball. As long as he knows which one is which, it should be fine. The initial sleep ball was the one that was identified at the start with a 5 charge, because all the spells always normally have 5 charges on them when you pick them up in the random toolkit. I wonder, because Plushie's now on floor 16, I honestly wonder if Plushie will wait long enough to get Balrog. So here are the wonderful runners. Oh, Raise the Unbread is not right. DamagedPlushie is her non... We'll have to get that changed later for her account. Basically, Raise the Unbread is her kind of, not so much burner account, but we're going to see it be a crack an egg in front of Picket there as well. True, but also she's already off floor 16, so she might be thinking she's at quite slow pace right now. That's a very good dodge for Wugga. Stop pushing your luck, Wugga. Exactly. Oh, I should have mentioned as well, this is a 1-entry attempt. Other tournaments we've done, one previously, one called Stars, basically allowed... Oh! Plushie just... What happened to the egg? Oh, I see. It's behind death there. I thought for some reason she fed it immediately without trying to hatch it. She's just making space for it. Snow Wave, very strong move in general. It's very costly to use death, though, because you are always willing to fight a lot of things for being long range. It takes up quite a bit, and you have to be really careful where Wugga is right now. There might be stealth that might do just a ton of damage. You might get pincered and have to spend a lot of resources just to get through stuff. So hopefully gets off these wood floors pretty quickly and moves on to basically the rest of the tower, where water can actually help quite a bit. We see here Plushie going for that hatch. We know it's a Kraken, but, you know, surprise. Ooh, okay. Go back, grab some coins, wait for a second, start gambling. Limit fruit, not worth it. Whenever you see a fruit, you'll check it. You probably won't check the crystals at all. I would honestly still look for water crystals. Peter fruit, honestly, not the worst. Not worth menuing, apparently. We're going to use Balrog as a little barrier. Another fireball. This is a very fire-heavy seed. Oh, that's not good. That is extremely not good. Monsters are useless if they die, so you want to... Okay, good. No, be careful, because sometimes death will actually turn around at door frames and stuff like that. But they don't get aggroed on your familiar, they get aggroed on you. So since he was... Oh, that's a lot of snow. What he should do is... No? Okay, good. I was going to say, it's a 1-hex hallway or one square corridor, and you can use the Balrog to basically turn enemies around. You can see there that they're basically stuck in a room. I would honestly keep them there because they're all behind there, so now they're all going to be going the other way as well, potentially. And yes, Septic, you're right. The amount of damage he can output with spells to how much MP is used. 2 Pitas is honestly more than enough for the rest of this. We see here one more time for gambling. Has occurred with a perfect toss since only restores attack. 0 Pita is actually really good. I would honestly consider keeping that over a lot of things. Being able just to zero out an enemy's MP and turning them to that flashing blue state is really good. Paralyzed Herb again, same kind of deal. And that's useless in the end. So Yeah, you have to throw it to make it turn around. Yeah, he's coming back. You're just going to actually attack it now. Mixed lead down will be more than enough for 2-shot. Ooh, 3-shot actually. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That was a misclick. You should never walk. Oh, a miss and a confusion potential. Okay. Spell balls do have accuracy where you point, so that is a good idea. Mandara actually getting some attacks off. Normally a very weak monster that people don't concern themselves with. Yeah, well, curse status as well, like, you know, not very good. Floor 27. Still looking for Cure All Her to get rid of that curse status, though. Sorry, hiccup. Oof, that's a lot of damage just to mess up an attack there. That's his third, fourth misplay from Wugga. Gotta be really careful. Oh, he also has reduced attack as well from a Viper hit or something. He's 20 out of 21, which isn't the biggest difference, but no, I would just command move. It is earlier for Wugga, but at the same time, like I've seen Wugga stream any percent attempts for like 16 straight hours before, or 12 hours, whatever it is. Like, muscle memory should be overpowering tiredness for Wugga, truthfully. Speaking of tiredness, just give me a sec here. I just remembered I don't actually need to have my headset on. I'm just going to grab my weights and just exercise a little bit. Because, yeah, it's quite late for me right now, so a little bit of exercise will do me good. So, looking at Wugga's screen, Snowman takes so much damage. Thankfully, he does have PETA and the Jiro PETA as well, actually, I should say as well, because the Jiro PETA will... yeah, that's the sleep trap that the Manoeva hit on Wugga's side, actually. So, difference in how and when. Actually, that's probably the Manoeva that eventually did hit it. But 36 out of 63, honestly, a very scary situation to be in. Doesn't have the crack infusion, so can't even bank on that difference kind of thing. Or the electrical damage counter, I should say. Man, these weights were a lifesaver when I was doing the Aussie-thon thing and doing the restreaming. Just keep putting all the spiders to sleep and just throwing them in a corner. That's honestly one of the best strats you can do. They possibly have a chance of waking up on the same turn. Do not go 5. Never go 5. No. Okay. Sure. That is, yeah, It's a lot of damage still. Again, since you didn't evolve Death from a clown, you can't pick it up like you would be able to normally in the normal gameplay. We see here Wugga turning enemies around with Snow Wave, which is actually quite useful because tyrants are just going to wander off and they might actually berserk and kill each other. But I think they're just going off into the sunset and being happy. I wish those two tyrants the best of life. Now that killer though, oh man, that thing's scary right now. I'd honestly use a fireball. Yeah, exactly. Go for the main damage, which is actually ironically Ko. and then go for it. Yep. Hopefully you don't miss, otherwise you basically might get a game over from that thing critting. Oh, it's Manoeva. Ooh, even worse. That is a weakened Tyrant. It just turned around in the room. So that one should die from one single hit. Yep. And one more should be coming as well. There it is. Just got a little bit delayed. Oh, we do not have Sleepy Beldo. So Beldo is... This is the one little bit of story we have in the game where basically he says, lol, killed your dad, come see me up top, bye. That is a lot of killers. Oh, if you hear thunder, it's because of the thunderstorm outside. If I lose power, that's why too. It shouldn't happen, obviously, but hey, thunderstorms. There's a Gyropita coming in clutch just to get rid of that killer. I would honestly probably have done a ton of fruit instead. That terrain is really bad. Naplus did wake up from obviously a sleep, so you can exploit the enemy AI movement and do indefinite AI 1. It's a very advanced strat, but at the same time, it's honestly really good. See here, Plushie gained to floor 22 while Wugga's on floor 31. Possibly floor 32 in a very quick second. Yeah, exactly. That's the right thing to do. Is you take out your weapon or take out your item that you want to get rid of. Step in the elevator, you drop it, you go up. Therefore, it's a quick way of getting rid of the menuing. At Glacier, honestly, this is where like you can make an argument for wind. But honestly, with the killers, dragons, and the amount of fire spells Wugga has, Wugga could go just familiarless at this point and probably easily make it. Having level 20 is more than fine for mixture magic spells and stuff like that. That didn't work very well. You're gonna have to start doing. Honestly, just do the spell. Oh, okay, Tell me the fruit. That's fine. We have a fire death on DamagedPlushie's side. So going back to doing fire, which honestly on the wind floor is a very safe strat to do. It will speed up the battles considerably comparatively to trying to use water. Problem is, you know, if a Viper like that comes up to you, you're going to have issues. So she's going to have to play it quite safe and browse ahead to make sure, and turn the camera to make sure she's not going to walk and be pincered between two water monsters. Because her inventory is good, but it will cost some inventory basically to get out of those situations. And a common thing I tend to tell a lot of new runners, or old runners as well, is resources are useless if you're dead. And it's very true. Is if you do not use them and you end up dying, so you're trying to save them for another floor, congratulations, you don't get any items anymore and your run is done. Okay, I'll put these weights down for now. Whew, there you go. I feel a little bit more awake. I'm also trying to be a little bit quiet because I don't want to wake up my wife as well. I just realized I actually could just take off my headset and just do weights because I'm not in commentary with anyone for once, so and I can just watch the screens. So, with everything going on right now, Wugga looks like they should be able to get to floor 40. A C seed, not the worst thing to get, not the best thing either. Doesn't have a seed that you can transform out of yet as well. Tumina fruit, still honestly one of the better fruits to have in general. That's a good idea as well. You're basically saying I'm going to be using death for the rest of the thing. That was a trap room. I saw another one there. What do we have there? Wind seed honestly might be a decent option as well. Getting +1 HP for eating a max or a medicinal herb while max health. And we see Plushie's side as well. You can see the 13 damage. It's not going to do much, and the Viper's going to be very terrifying. Floor 37 on Wugga's side. That's a big hit, 33 damage. So how is she going to get this one? Sleep is a good bet. We see a Holy Scroll on Wugga's side. The dragon killing the maximum because, of course, it can. A lot of golems. Sure, Septic is happy to see them around. Again, dragons are just so terrifyingly strong. And we have 438 now. Sit on your death? What kind of phrasing is that, Septic? Is that some sort of phrase I'm unaware of? Gotta be careful. Thankfully, again, this is going to be a 2-hit kill, but 439. One more floor. Can we spot the elevator on spinning? Monster loop. I would go, yeah, there you go. Always look at glasses. You never know what they might be. Truth glasses are not needed. Leo Lamb fruit, yep. Yeah, start using Pillar. I think Wugga has been semi-messing up which Fireball he's been consistently using. So I don't know if he knows the charge of all of them or not. And that is floor 40, so GG for Wugga at 45-30. All right, so that is game one. So we can see there is stealth. Stealths can spawn invisible. They're very annoying. Was able to survive, actually. I'm kind of surprised about that. Wugga just has to beat the end boss, but since this is based off who gets to the first floor, or the top floor first, and this is basically an since it is basically a winning impossible to lose battle, unless you have a ton of fruit. If you eat a ton of fruit and turn yourself into a frog and lose all your HP, the game actually straight kills you. So you see speed up on Wugga's side. He's going to get to the seed screen. So this is 63961. So that is correct. All right, so we're gonna have a small bio break for Wugga. So there's a few minutes. If you get up, stretch. It's late for a lot of people in chat. Grab some free weights if you do have them. Dumbbells. Keep going with my weights for a bit. Stay awake this way. Let's see here. Make sure we can type as well. 639. Yes, seed is good. Actually, got a chair going up from behind me, basically. Put weights down for now. case anyone is wondering, they're about 10 pounds. For 2 of them, I'm just going back and forth and doing reps. I also have like wrist weights. So as we're waiting for the runners to make sure everyone's ready and stuff like that, what do you think the next seed will be? What do you think the next monster will be in the next seed? We saw Annapolis. I actually called Annapolis earlier, and we actually did find Annapolis eventually. Water golem. Honestly, I still like to see a golem. I would still want to see a cyclone as well, but we had a potential for a pick an egg for John's third game, but that one was a familiarist run with Chai, and that made me sad because honestly, I do love seeing Pickett. Win Belrong would be funny. It really would. I would love to see a Manueva and a blank egg, basically, so you'd be able to use like infinite magic attacks. Honestly, I think if people had a Belrong, I think they just hatch the second egg and just use the Belrong up. Oh, right. Okay. +1 for Wugga. I had the Discord window open. Most times it would, especially if the first one's a disappointment. Most players will naturally just hatch the second one. Plus, you watching that intro? That is a Daimolim Tower. Is named in Tao's adventure of what the Mont Spaya Tower is called. I love the cutscenes here because it shows like all these little skills and like, oh, Bloom's using this and this is using that and Spider and the first floor, and it's like, wait, the Spider's at the first floor. It's like you're using Earthshaker and there's a Garuda there. And the Flame was there. It's like you're using, D-Mirror. So it's like, yeah, they recorded stuff by having, record footage themselves and whatever. Instead of just taking footage from the actual, the actual tower. That's good, they're both ready. Also, the de-randomizing randomizer also takes out the intro. Plus, she needs to reset her timer. All right, we'll do a countdown in a second once we see the timer reset and everyone gets ready. I honestly would love to see a golem. I do have a soft spot as well for them. There we go. You know, before we had Currybot, we actually had to type it. Sometimes Discord would mess up and not send messages right away. But at least with Currybot, it's a consistent countdown. I love that. All right, so they're going to be going. No, trash is in this game. I don't know what you're talking about, Troy. Although we did have a Queenie last set as well for Chai and John's matches. So let's see what we get. Oh, an Iran. That is an Arachne, which means they have a very strong fusion monster. Hopefully they get a something decent they can fuse it into. But, you know, it is something by itself is very strong. It is no, don't like Spider. At least it's also, you know, liftable as well. So it is something there. I also have a huge soft spot for the Arachnes. Spiders are honestly one of the safer beginner monsters you can get, although it is wind. So also the problem is with them, ooh, a trained one and a leather, binding ball, mystery egg, and medicinal. That is a very, very good 5 items. Getting rid of the trained one, I don't really agree with that. I would get rid of the medicinal herb truthfully. We see the hatching of the egg. Holy Bell. And time to beat the ever-loving tar out of him. A metal. Oh, that is the most perfect combination. Wow, I'm gonna keep this seed. This is honestly one of the better seeds in general for... I'm going to grab this one, copy, paste it there, and I can save it later. This is a very, very good idea. Exactly. Or a water crystal. Technically works as well. But for those who don't know, you have basically instant... careful. You have double attack with the Arachne. And you also have 100% chance paralysis with this mixture magic. Which, you know, yay. But metal will have double defense. So you can see it's 7 out of 14 on the bottom there on Wugga's side and 6 out of 12 on DamagedPlushie's side because of the level difference. And because of that, are we going to see a straight fusion right away? Yeah. So we're going to see a metal fusion as the recipient instead of the Arachne. Metal is hard. That is the lesson for today. I will be quizzing you later on this. It's a very difficult question. Please make sure you write it down. And Imhotep is invisible. If you get that reference, you're welcome. So hey there, little mouse. An acid rainbow. Wow. Okay. Steel sword. Okay, guaranteed to win. This is going to be an easy climb for a steel sword. Again, lots of memes in this community that don't die. Shout out to my wife. A blinder ball. Another... Oh, never mind. Wugga never hatched the egg. So you can see the defense and attack stat now is 16 out of 16 and 6 out of 12. Thunderblade is not a ranged attack. Earthshaker is, so, you know, that's a lot of MP usage as well, though, so you gotta be really careful to use the right attack. And we have probably an instant fusion on Wugga side. Earthshaker will hit the entire room. You'll see here, you'll see the noise just get smacked. But it is extremely expensive to use. So an immediate fusion, most likely. No. Okay. I would like to see that Arachne turn into... I would like to see the Arachne turn into fire type, truthfully. But yeah, to put in perspective, you can look at Wugga's, like, you know, Ko, like 7 and 5, and then possibly 18 and 8. But also Metal, who is an evolved monster, gets stats a little bit better. Level 2 of 14 and 20. Fun fact, Metal was actually one of the things I first completed the game with long time ago. On, like, not the first ever one, but once I found out basically it's indestructible, minus, you know, special attacks. It does very quickly to breath, truthfully, and fire spells. Steel Shield, honestly not a bad bet. Steel Shields are really generally quite good for new players as well, or actually just in general, because it's like 1 less than Diamond, I think. I think it's 6 defense. Floor 4 for floor. Floor 4, it's hard to say while you're tired. This is an Earthshaker room. We have Fusion now on Wugga's side. We're going to be keeping the 22 and 18. If you found a cure-all herb or something on those lines, you would be able to just basically straight up destroy whatever you want with this thing. This is also Sand Knight's old strategy of basically Orlando Bloom. True. Actually, speaking of, Plushie's technically in the lead right now as well. So we'll switch over to the music. We see Wugga protecting a lot of MP. There's no reason not to take an exit loop when you have a... Oh, he did grab it again. Okay. Goodbye, another shield. Goodbye, a balloon as well. So I will be right back in a second here. I'm just going to go boil some water. I clearly need a hot drink or something. I'm not falling asleep, but I'm getting tired. There we go. Yeah, you can see here, oh, not really so much the damage there. I was going to say Wugga's trying to get some damage off. I think that's the wrong one. I think he wanted the paralysis one. And just leaving. I still think Earthshaker should hit U-boats. Light Seed, honestly, really good. Oh, so I like the color design of that one. Oh, I forgot to close the door. Sorry, pardon me. I don't want to wake up Fee. All right, so both elevators, floor 9, floor 7, Wugga switched. There we go. Floor 10. Oh, honestly, you can probably, yeah. No, you need the, you need to get the white, sorry, not white sand. You need to get the Hazak herb or equivalent. There's a chance to mount burn. This is like where like you would normally not want to search too much, but like looking for herbs and stuff like that that can cure the stat drops is ideal. If a cure-all herb is honestly perfect for Aran or Arachne, or even Metal. Metal has 20 attack power. It's a little bit less, but it has 30 defense. That 8 defense makes the biggest of difference, truthfully, in this game, because this is a game where like +1 means a lot in certain cases. Oh, she just gonna leave? Just taking a glance around. Wugga and Plushie both having issues actually finishing monsters with the fused Arachne in one way or another, both either as a base form or as the fusion material. And I'm not surprised by that, because that's a very again, like I would go yeah, it's almost dead. You gotta be really careful about the squishiness of the Arachne's health. Not health, sorry, defense. It's right now is 12. The other one still is 23, so Light Seed, love to see it. Not gonna die to fire spells anymore. Although 13 out of 23, it can still technically get hit pretty decently, but with the 30 defense, honestly, you're fine just to send this thing in front of stuff. 12 MP. This is why Mount Burn is not a good spell. See, there it goes down by 4 more. It's using 1/20th of your MP, which doesn't sound like a lot, but you have to remember when it's 1/20th, it's like there's 40 floors. You're either going to be using it like 20 times in the entire climb with, you know, your MP degrading over time, or the other option is like, that's a lot of MP. A very timely Pita Fruit for Wugga there. The Arachne should not be doing 1 more damage than what Ko is. watching both sides to kind of see how each one is playing. I think Plushie's being slightly more aggressive while Wugga's kind of going for the kill and, like, you know, doing what he can with, you know, the Arachne, but that darn thing without a water crystal or without a water crystal or without ooh, that's not ideal, but thankfully it has the type advantage. So Paralysis Trap, not the scariest unless you see a griffin walk in the room at the same time. Ooh, has a curb. Ooh. There we go. Now you're going to start seeing some damage fly around. Although not against that. You don't want to fight that. Blinder is good. You back up and just let it walk off. Blinder lasts a very, very, very long time as well. Still no has a curb, obviously, on DamagedPlushie's side, but honestly, the Arachne can now probably two-shot most things with AI1, which obviously with it being liftable as well is actually quite a large boon, truthfully. Though it's this one of the slower strats you can do. Yeah, take the hit. Ooh, it's gonna do like 30, 20, 26. Okay. Another one of those and Wugga's down. This is a very slowish game. I think Arachne actually was slowing down both players. We're gonna see the damage here again. There you go, 16. That's much better. And boop. Truth classes, healing himself, forgetting his familiar. No one likes to see the Krakens, even when they're sleeping. No, burn, honestly pulling off a little bit. Oh, that was a misclick. 15 damage against Plushie. I don't think I would have done that. Because it still has Diamir and Labind, so it still has technically a fire attack spell. 21 damage, that's a lot of damage. Okay, I get why the Acid Rain Ball as well, but... You see that timely Peter Fruit on DamagedPlushie side. 10 MP going up to 60. Definitely a good choice. Or not, we can completely ignore it. Again, Arachne doing 21 damage. You really want to evolve for the most part, and then you want to give it obviously a herb to restore its MP. Or sorry, its attack stat. Yeah, she tends to be running it quite low. Ooh, thankfully that was a fire type metal, or else that thing would have just got liquidated. So this is floor 14, floor 14. Both of them are tied up right now. Sorry, give me a sec here. I'm just gonna go pour my tea. There we go. Also, apologies, you'll have to like endure me being slightly away from the microphone. I'm just going to stand up because it's going to be a little bit easier. Yeah, weights and just standing up. The best strats. So, what's Plushie doing? 7 MP. Oh, that's not very nice at all. Got the pickup. Pickup's really good. Looking at Wugga's side, still really wants that egg. There is no... Definitely check the herb. I think he's getting ahead of himself. Okay. Careful, you're playing the 1 and 8 and that's a water monster. You're playing the 1 and 8. That is going to absolutely deck. 3 MP. Peter for, yeah, kind of in clutch, but Mount Burn is just such an expensive spell. So am I still clear for audio or should I tilt the microphone up? Just going back and forth and just waking up my legs right now. You good? Okay, thank you. Also, Steel Shield, big fan. Steel Shield is actually one of the better shields in this game. 6 damage using Mount Burn to turn around the new L. So, again, this is where like metal is like a little bit better, just because of the 80 magic versus 70 that Arachne gets. Also, did a warp trap? Yeah, we lost. Oh, okay, troll. Go for that. That is the best thing you can do, because then Arachne will follow. That was a bit brutal, although poor Picket, best monster, but not gonna like this fire spider. Not gonna like any spider, truthfully. Yeah, bad lift luck. You can't always win the 5 and 8s. Mount Burn will turn it around before it aggroes if you do it properly. Now's the time to do it. It's about 4 or 5 spaces away there. Remember, you can't poison new elves or batonels. They are honestly one of the more scarier monsters in general. Also, if you go !Azure, it comes up with a Discord server. I do want to invite everyone there. If you are interested in this game, learning this game, or just a fan of the game, or just want to learn more, we are welcoming to any and all people who are interested in any of those things. Plus, we have enough resources basically to teach everyone how to play. Or to improve their game, not just how to speedrun, but like if you just want to learn some tips and tricks, it's absolutely great. I should know I made like a third of them. Star glasses, honestly, a really good thing. Want to get off these floors. That was a very unfortunate, or fortunate miss for the trap there. This is where you do not want. You actually would command the metal to stay sometimes. If the metal were to jump down too far, it actually would cause a vibration on the screen. Ooh, we got a new L. Shout out to Revan. Floor 16. Was that the egg that was initially there? I think it was, right? Oh, we got the Picket stealing the shield by standing on the item. Very nice strat. Floor 16 might be not ideal to look for. You got to bag your monster. Nope, you're gonna have to bag it. But now it's looking the wrong way. Yep, that's the issue. Because my tea's done steeping, I'm just waiting for the end of this floor for Plushie. Only takes 4 minutes to steep, but I'm just stretching my calves right now and just moving back and forth. So you hear a squeak on the floor, that's the floor beneath me on the carpet. This isn't as bad as me trying to stay awake for the whole restream marathon I did, but oh man, I should have had a nap first. Yes, that's actually true as well. It was actually in the aggro range. If you were to put an item in front of it right now in the hallway, it would transform. So there is a potential for that. The health seed honestly is quite good. Not the most ideal circumstances, but what we see here, level 13 with Iran on Wugga's side, so 7 more levels to evolve. But you can see a disgusting 54 attack power at level 14. And 50. So if you found a Curel herb and shoved that on there, that thing's stats would just sing. Okay, so it's the one to the side. Decurse scroll, not what he's looking for. Blue, honestly, You might as well do the blue sand because +1's not really going to help you too much. I'm just waiting for the floor to end for Plushie side. I'm going to go grab the tea, then I have something to sip. I caught myself not dozing off, but my eyes were getting heavy, so now it's time to exercise again. Also, to anyone in chat, please hydrate, stay healthy. Alright, I will be right back in about a minute. Hopefully no one dies in that meantime, but everyone looks like they're in good positions right now, and all Plushie needs to do is eventually to get some HP back for her medal. I will be right back. There we go. Looks like metal and everyone's still doing fine, and looks like... Okay, good. Sit down with a cup of tea now. It's been steeped for a little bit longer than normal. So that... Wugga is in Viper Town now. This is where you have to remember he's actually in a really good position. He's being forgetful. The original spider actually was wind. So that means basically... Oh, he changed to water again. Never mind. Shouts to... I would definitely go for the elevator. Yeah. This Arachne will come in really handy. You can pretty much kill everything with 43 attack. Ooh, okay, lucky and unlucky at the same time. That could have been horrible. Melt burn, 7 MP. Well, okay. Plushie does have the egg to feed as well, so that's 50 MP as well. Got the pickup. Okay. But she doesn't pay attention to that Tamina fruit. Honestly, a really good fruit. Wugga, again, having very good item luck. Well, I guess technically both of them do. The seeds are very generous, but this one in particular is a very generous seed. Although looking at the two Blinder Ball, Acid Rain, and Binding, you can honestly get quite a good distance from everything here. He didn't do AI 1 right. He's realized that as well. I would honestly go for a pickup. No? Okay. Goodbye MP on metal, as it becomes an actual Lego house. It's either you feed the Noelle or you feed it a lot of herbs and hope you find a pita fruit. And we have poison struts from Wugga's side, which is something not normally people do. That should be enough, truthfully. Yeah. That is the pre-version of metal, which has double defense, which is still very strong, but it's also wind, so the water spider is not going to do anything to it, basically. Just going around the floors looking for stuff. Ooh, 2 spell balls. What is this? Acid Rain, not the worst. And Repel, ignore. Lava for ignore. Okay, cool. Don't forget your spider. There we go. So normally when you want to have a pet following you, you want to have them follow exactly behind you, because if you hit a trap, you know what's happened. If they hit a trap, you can't sometimes find them at all. And here's the AI 1 strat being incorporated now. So you can do 3 whole shots against this Viper and basically kill it for free. You have to move back 1. Yeah, there we go. Don't wait, always walk. The turn order matters. Okay, there was a zoo, now it's gone. Truth glasses, I would definitely use that one with the spell balls. Actually, not really, all of them. I guess Ice Rock would be decent to use it on. Really hard to see how like what. Oh no. Oh, this is the worst. Okay, so that was almost the Septic Special. Named after a Septic Tank 5 in the chat. Paralysis Trap to Death is what you're named after for a thing. At least you're not being shawned. So if, was this floor 25? So in 3 floors when DamagedPlushie gets there, she's gonna possibly hit the same trap. But based off movement, or even if she hits it herself, she might keep her medal. And if that's the case, oh, she also lost the medal as well. She's trying to find it. Honestly, not the scariest thing right now. Just because, yeah. Although she's stuck literally between all the monsters right now, so it's kind of terrifying right now. But Wugga literally went from like advantageous and everything to oh my goodness, like you're out and almost dead too. Like I really can't stress that. Just because you're hit when you're paralyzed doesn't mean you get unparalyzed. Sometimes the game will just pummel you until you die. So, whew, that was really, really close. I get rid of the decurse scroll. There you go. You're trying to clean your... Oh, we got double elevators again. That's a good bet. It was also so close to evolving too, which is such a shame. Oh, we have a chance for a restore scroll though. No, don't throw the hassock herb. I'd get rid of the Hell Seed. Medicinal, that's a good choice too. Water, nope. Water, fire. Because do we get restore scroll from this? So that's so good. Dark? Oh, it's steel sword. And recovery. Okay. So in intervals of basically 2x, or sorry, x6 minus floor 6 itself, there's always going to be chances of Belrongs. So the next time Wugga will have a chance for Belrong, gotcha machine stuff will be floor 36. But we'll see in one more floor, I believe it was, that if DamagedPlushie actually ends up losing her familiar. But for now, we're just going to be using a lot of resources to get through these floors for Wugga. That's the right choice. And the less that Wugga explores, the less likely he is to find a restore scroll. For all we know, there could be 3 in the next room, right? We don't know. Floor 29. So honestly, Wugga's more accustomed to running without a familiar, truthfully. So this might feel kind of in the comfort wheelhouse with the amount of items. As long as he doesn't hit a trap again, he should be relatively fine with this type of items. Especially the amount of support, like holy bells and stuff like that. Oh, you good? Gotta be careful. Man, tyrants are just fun little guys. Some more Mount Burning DamagedPlushie side. Ooh, we got the paralysis trap, but nothing. So there's the difference right now. And it has a curb. 26 to 52 attack power. This metal will be doing a lot of work all of a sudden. Problem is, no MP recovery. So. And we have Beldo again. He's not sleepy, unlike me. And probably a lot of people in chat. Oh, tea helps though. I'll say that. I was drinking a Pepsi and just sipping it wasn't working. Bump trap. Binding ball. Definitely take the binding ball. Speaking of, that's probably where the binding ball went. Although, ooh, another has a curb. Okay. Oh, that is a very fortunate go-up trap. Honestly, no, just Tumina it. Just Tumina the killer. There we go. You got resources, use them. If you don't, they're worthless. They are. Ooh, we have 76 defense now for metal. Elevator train, 34. Oh, no, like, it's not just a tank. Like, this thing is, like, indestructible at this point, except for, like, fire magic. You can send it against whatever you want, and you're fine. If Plushie lets it attack, it will be basically, like, nearly one-shotting everything. That's a mistake. Oh, geez, that's a big mistake. Holy bell. Holy bell. Like, that is a big, big mistake from Wugga. You know, if you would have died, I would have said Ulim tastes like defeat. Yeah, the height advantage didn't help there. Floor 35. Oof, 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 oof. It's a lot of damage from traps. Gotta be careful. No, just leave. Certain things you don't screw around with. One of them happens to be why you don't bring the frog? This is why holy bells exist, yes. Just be careful so they don't, like... That's a good use of Acid Rain Ball. Metal's going to be getting a level. 2 levels, actually. Honestly, this is where you use Binding and you get close to it. But he doesn't. He does have full HP, so he could make use of the curling strats too. But he's going to go for poison strats, which are slow, but basically it will guarantee a kill once it stops shipping damage. So once you see 6 turn to 5, there you go. It has 1 HP left. You can go and take it out. Poison balls are extremely useful. They're slow. People don't like using them, but I have never... Oh no. Okay, floor 36 is to beat. So this is what happens when the game says no. And we have 16 minutes left for DamagedPlushie to catch up. And we can see on the state display it says max 36. We can actually switch the audio over here. I said switch the audio. Thank you. For my sip of tea. So just to go over what happened, You have to put it in the bag. It's gonna die. Okay. All right then, Plushie. That's a Meadow Eva in there. There it is. Oof. That's a lot of damage, truthfully. Should have stayed on the elevator just a little bit just to make sure you get some health back. Going up with 28, especially in the... Okay. I would not use the Holy yet. Snowmen are good. They're not going to survive too much. Exactly. And there's the waste of the Holy Scroll now. But floor 30. Oof, that's such a shame for Wugga. Because I was like 4 floors away, just had all the resources in the world, but, and this is the big problem, sometimes you step on a trap and you're just in a bad situation. And even if you had Arachne out, Arachne would not be able to fight a maximum and a golem. Exactly, but Tower. Tower sometimes just says no. I can guarantee you, I know Wugga very well. He's a dear friend. He probably was laughing at how stupid that was for a death. But we have 13 minutes left until the top of the hour, or not top of the hour, sorry, to the top of the match. You don't want that. You definitely want to use Mahelsi to get rid of that ASAP. There we go. Because you do not want to have to take 2 turns around certain things like killers and stuff. We don't see anything in that room. Blinder is good. That's a good choice. Tyrants tend to stay in the same room, but they tend to hit walls and turn. That's all they tend to do. No, ooh, I don't know if she calculated that movement or not, but that was dicey. Floor 31. Again, just to also reiterate, to get a point, she would have to get to floor 37. Just because like 36 would be a tie technically, but then whoever got there first would get the point. And I know it's ironic for me to say, but make sure you turn the camera when you're running away from a killer. That's right. That's a good use of making sure you know which way they're going. No one wants that. Plus, she's trying to get a glimpse in the room without having to walk in there. Well, I guess we're going that way now. Oh, Rust Trap isn't that bad. Looks almost like the same animation as the sleep. I'm pretty sure that may have given like DamagedPlushie like a small heart attack or something. Because oh no, she still has 1 health. See that would be fine. I want to say Acid Rain can kill from level 16. Hello, Panda. Mm-hmm. Honestly, this is where you let her approach you, and then you use binder on it. Because you let it set off any possible traps. Yeah, Wugga hit a sleep trap and died from a golem at a maximum on floor 36. Less than 10 minutes now for DamagedPlushie to get to floor 37 for the point. Just wait a few turns and you should be fine. Don't step unnecessarily. I know that technically you can walk on the path it has been, but always be careful with traps. You have a binding ball still, I believe. Yeah, 2 and a new one. So both of them had the starting monster was Arachne, and then the hidden spell was a metal, or excuse me, it was a metal egg. So it was an evolved one, and then yeah, you can see metal is in plushies. Again, there we go. Hopefully, plushie manages to miss the sleep trap. Star glasses, use them. That bell might make a difference. I think that was a holy bell. It does have a herb. That's good. It's one of the herbs you should definitely carry around in case something bad happens. Leather shield coming in clutch there. That is okay. You have one turn free. You can probably get away with using a binding. Ooh, but not against two of them. Yeah, I think a lot of the bindings are going to be going to this, but it's at 53 minutes now. I get it. It's still scary to see. Okay. 35, 2 more floors. There's the same bomb trap. That's a very good move. 36. 5 minutes to go. Oh dear. This is where you use anything really. No, no. That's wishful thinking against them. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah. Darn it. So close. So close. Oh, yeah, that was so many golems. That was, yeah. Looking back at this race, Plushie, you did amazing. If you watch this back, just straight up. Wugga had like 10 times the resources and died to a trap, but you had no resources. You still managed to catch up and do extremely well in the situations. Oh gosh. So this is point. Let me get the thing up here. That woke me up watching that one. Oh geez. So it's Chai versus Wugga in the semifinals. And it's DamagedPlushie versus the winner of Revan and Lady Deme. But we'll see if there's going to be a friendly third. Oh, we're going to try to get the U-boat glitch with Wugga. Why is Chai typing all of a sudden? What? Honestly, I'm... You know what? Screw my sleep. I have some tea in me now. I feel a bit more awake. I've been exercising. Oh yeah, I love doing that so much. It's up to DamagedPlushie if they're going to have a friendly third. Um, everyone. Everyone's just chatting in the Discord. Again, the Discord link is above. Feel free to join any level of player, any level of fan. We have quite a big Discord. We have over 700 people. We're very friendly. I know people say a lot about their things, but legitimately, we're very friendly for Discord. We always encourage the best in people. You don't want to... Yeah, I know, right? All right, they'll be doing a familiar friendly third. I'll confirm seeds. I've already updated the bracket, so I don't have to worry about that as well. I'm going to pin that one because, dear Lord, that is a good seed. All right. Let's see here. It is 3888. So seed is good for Wugga. So last seed will be familiars. Who or what will we get? And that little background plushie has too. Pickett's there. Pickett's adorable. Honestly, the first two seeds have been actually very generous for items. Let's see here. 3888. There you go. Something's weird with the audio there, so just going to switch it to Wugga's side for a second. Whew. Although I will safely say I'm not doing any more commentary for the week. 3 commentaries in 12 hours is enough for me. Yeah. Everyone did, like, Lady Deme had it first, and then I joined for the last 2 matches, so it was only 2 hours-ish or so, at most. And then I did the second match earlier at 5 p.m. Eastern, and then this is 3 a.m. Eastern for this one, so it's definitely something for sure. Okay, looks like they're both ready. Yeah, that's why I'm a little bit tired as well. Like, it's one thing, you know, waking up or staying up late and doing commentary. It's another thing when you've done this 3 times in the same day. Again, I try to be informative. If you have any questions, always feel free to ask. That's just one of those things where, you know, there's a lot of nuanced things I might forget to mention or say. I am very familiar with this game. No, this is friendly third. We'll go 1, 2 out of 3 already. They'll be doing familiars, not petless, and we're just waiting for Plushie to get back, and we can start. This is the third match of the set, and no stakes here. And even with tournament stakes, like, we're all friends, we're all having fun. This is just a for fun tournament. There's bragging rights, of course, but yeah, this is just for fun. We had the time slot. Also, I'll put the reset timers for both of them, actually. There we go. So just to give a brief rundown again, this is Azure Dreams. It's a procedurally generated roguelike where you climb 40 floors in a tower. Just waiting for DamagedPlushie to reset her timer. There we go. Good luck, have fun. Hey, Currybot, thank you so much. Actually, Goodbot. I'll say Goodbot afterwards. Everything is fixed in this because we have a de-randomizing randomizer, since this game actually has so many layers of RNG shuffling, basically, that you're never going to play the same thing twice. There's like 42 billion different possible floor layouts. But thanks to programmer, pro_grammar, if you go to 80rando.com, you can actually see how many features there are that we actually are not using. This is more a very vanilla tournament, where you'll see here, oh no. Oh no. They got the worst monster. Okay, so Palumpa is actually the worst monster in the game, and there's a challenge to get to the top of the tower for a lot of runners. It's basically turning the game into an escort quest. We will see what the hidden egg is. You'll still get 5 items in the tower. We remove the tutorial, so things go a little bit quicker. And overall, things are quite, nice in general. It's a win Palumpa. Okay, not bad. Again, exclamation point to Azure if you want to see more information about the bracket and everything like that. Copper Shield, Pillar, Advanced Monster Egg. So that's going to be probably hatched immediately because Palumpa. Trained Wand again. That's actually quite amazing. Oh, so you got healing actually on Palumpa as well. So let's see what this hidden one is. The contrast. I wonder if Wugga's gonna take it seriously, or he's... No, he's gonna hatch it as well. Okay. Oh, okay. Plushie going for Palumpa instead of Ashra. That's quite funny. Ashra is a double attack monster, which actually was the evolution of the spider, but Plushie does not like the spiders. So, nope, they're going Palumpa. Oh, that's right, he can't. That's right, because it's the same programming as Queenie. So we're gonna see if they Dio heal. There goes a good chunk of your MP for no reason. Two more hosts. Oh no. Okay, Plushie's taking a rash, or Ashra, sorry. Ashra, you can see it already has 12 attack at level 1. This is a monster which has a trait in it, which is ×2, or I guess 2 attack every... okay. So it's a very strong monster to have. You tend to want to evolve it and then use a crystal on it, but since it's already evolved, not really so much glass cannon. It can do its own stuff. 5 defense is honestly average, but you'll see it gets really out of hand really quickly. The water typing will help a lot too. Wugga? Wugga is making the world's strongest Palumpa. I respect that. Also, enjoy seeing Palumpas heal themselves. They are little jerks, but they're all going to do that. They really are little jerks. They're going to be really annoying for that. So we're gonna see Ashra versus Palumpa. Wugga already won this one, so there's no sweat, like I said. But Wugga basically has done familiarness runs numerous times. This is no real difference, but he has basically a heater behind him. But he's gonna see if he can escort Palumpa up. And yeah, you're just gonna see this. Especially like, watch the damage here of just boop 11, and then boop. There you go. And it's eventually going to get to the point where it's going to generally get disgusting. But you also look at the attack and go, why is it 13 out of 14? What's happening? It gets +2 per level, but it only increases 1 per. So eventually you get put under. You have to find a water crystal or a hazard herb to restore it. So it's generally kind of annoying. This is possibly the strongest Palumpa it's ever going to be, with a whopping 10 attack power. Again, if you go to 80, I'm not going to post links and whatnot because that's not my place, but 80rando.com for the randomizer. We have the entire encyclopedia of all the stuff on the game, and it has like what happens when monsters level up at certain levels. And it's very funny to see Palumpa basically just doesn't get stronger. Actually, I can look it up myself. It's rando, not random, for the record. But if we do that and go units and go to Palumpa. Palumpa is somewhere. Oh, Ashra we can do. There's Palumpa. Palumpa is level 1, attack 4. Level 99, 114. Ashra, level 1, attack 6 times 2 to make it 12. And then level 99, 189 times 2, max 256. So 256, basically at level 66, it will max out its attack power. Honestly, there's no reason why Plushie shouldn't just be murdering everything. She has a medicinal herb, so she should be able to heal it. Okay, fair enough. Oh, it's only level 2 still. I thought it leveled up since. Oh no, that's not good at all. Oh, we have now Fire Palumpa. Honestly, I do like how the Fire Palumpas look. Probably beg Ashra, if you're that concerned. Yeah, there you go. The first few levels are the most difficult. Yeah, here we go. 2-shot the flame. Oof. 15 attack power compared to the double attack Palumpa at 14. Honestly, again, Wugga's probably laughing quite a bit with this. Wugga wanted to keep the Palumpa and fuse the Ashra into it, and Plushie wanted none of that. So, although MP usage will be a dire thing for Wugga, just because it takes so much MP to use a lot of skills and stuff like that with the Palumpa. But the problem with the Palumpa is, well, it has 40 MP max. So it's not very good on that one. Trained Wand is honestly a very good thing. You can power it up and increase your spell damage if you find red sands. It's a very unique one. It would. You don't want it using unnecessary skills, truthfully. You got to take the attack. That's fine. You have enough HP. Honestly, I have no idea why DamagedPlushie has not used a medicinal herb. There you go. That's fine. You just walk away and just let Ashra. There you go. $11 MP left for the Palumpa on the other side. Train +1, Scarlet Curse. So that's where the damage is coming from on Wugga's side. Is the Scarlet Wand with the wand bonus and the same type attack bonus of magic is doing quite a bit of damage. We got another egg on floor 6 by the elevator. So once Plushie gets to floor 6, she'll be able to get another egg. That means she'll have two methods of raising up magic again. I'm generally curious to what kind of egg that would be, because it could be a U-boat, which would be very nice. Is that a water crystal? Aw. Water crystal's always nice as well. Restores the attack and defense differences. Yeah, Game Boy Color also has a wonderful speedrun. It's completely different, but it's again just a give me a sec here. The Discord is there. Again, we actually have the Game Boy Color one in our Discord as well. So if you want to learn more about it, feel free to. Also, even if you just want to jump in, find resources, and leave, feel free to do that as well. There's nothing implied about that. We're happy for people to stay, but we're also happy people to use our resources as well. So, you know. Floor 5 versus floor 8. Despite having a Plumpa, he's ironically flying up the floors quite quickly, but that's because Plushie is actually doing more combat. No. Poor Palumpa. Free the Palumpa. There you go. It has 3 MP left. You have to heal it. There you go. Yeah, I love the Fire Palumpa look. Oh, look at all that experience. Oh no. Gotta be careful. Water? Nope, still wind. And we got the egg over on Plushie's side. I'm curious if she'll actually hatch it or not. We got 2 Scarlet Wands. There's a lot of inventory that can be removed from Plushie's side. Honestly, increasing Peller is a good thing. Hey, Steel Shield! There you go. Go over that Curse Other Shield. Floor 10 versus floor 8. Yeah, but both of them have the curse status right now, so that's definitely not what you want. I thought it was a second fruit that was just in the bloom. Catch my team stand up again. You can see Plushie just feeding things to Astra purposely just to get rid of, you know, inventory. On to floor 11 for Wugga. Again, I just realized I don't have to have my headset on so I can stand up again. Again, if I can't be heard, please let me know and I'll move the microphone and do whatever. Just gotta stay awake. Easiest thing to do is just stand up, get my legs moving again. Where is the Astra? Oh, Astra's still set to AI, 5, so it's extremely aggressive and it's going to try to pick a fight with everything it sees. What spell ball is this? Water ball? Not the worst, actually. Water ball removes the water weakness and increases wind, technically, I think. Aqua Blade, honestly, a good chunk of damage. Definitely should be healing herself soon. Bomb Trap will end her run. That is true. That tends to be my strategy. And with AI 1, that tends to be the case, but in this game, it's really hard to one-shot things in general, especially once you get past floor 7 or so. Especially where Plushie is right now, actually. There are enemies eventually called U-boats, and they are extremely bulky and extremely annoying to fight. For anyone new to this right now, this is Azure Dreams. This is a friendly third tournament match. We've been going since 2.25 hours or so. So it's been a while, but hopefully everyone's been having fun, learning things. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm one of the founding members of the Azure Dreams Speedrunning Discord, the community, named after main character and puns. If you !point Azure, AZURE, you'll get information about the tournament. And honestly, this is one of the funnest speed games I've ever seen. Oh dear, that's not going to go well for Mr. Palumpa. No! Okay then. So, again, Sleep Trap on Wugga. Rip the dream, yeah. Oh, that might be a trap room then, if he avoided that one. So Wugga going into kind of like 80% mode again, where he's just going to go Familiarius. He's kind of going to categorize his stuff. He has a decent amount of inventory. He could be doing better. Not going for the 15. If he gets pincered by monsters, that's why he's throwing them behind him as well. He walks one space, so they turn and face the direction he's facing when he's walking. He can't rename the Palumpa while it's dead. Rip. Sorry, rip. Be more proper. Yeah, you gotta be careful of those Krakens. They are actually probably the scariest thing in the game. They are way stronger than they should be. I still think they are... Yeah. Probably, honestly, I would say third toughest enemy in the game, based on where you are in the tower. The only other ones would be snowmen, which are extremely annoying. And Wugga's gonna get... Oh, dear. Definitely use the Acid Rain, yep. That's the right choice. Hopefully it can take out the Kraken. It can. Get a nice level there. Or 2. Pick up the egg. Run! You're going to have to take a hit no matter what, I think. Oh, no, okay, Mahel Seed. Hopefully there's no trap in front of him. There was a trap in front of him. Quite a few traps this time versus Wugga. We see on DamagedPlushie's side that Ashra is just beating the ever-living tar out of everything that walks up. She still has a medicinal herb. She has to be a little bit careful on her own stuff, but... And okay, so Wugga is hatching an egg, and he's hatching it in a hallway. You might be asking, why is he doing that? Because the way it works is enemies only aggro when they see you within 2 spaces. So if you know how enemies move, they'll turn left. He actually has to move back 1 space not to be aggroing the troll. We'll see if he remembers this. Yeah, he's gonna have to move backwards 1. But because we know how enemies move in the hallways, we can actually use hallways to actually make safe areas to hatch eggs more than rooms. Because if an enemy walks into a room with you, they automatically aggro no matter how far away you are. And this game can generate a 1-room floor where the entire, it's like 64 by 64 grid is covered by a room. So everything aggros you and runs towards you because they know where you are. Of course it is. I roll the best seeds. Is it ha 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 ha? So this is the most broken monster in the game, which actually caused a leaderboard split. Sorry, category split, not leaderboard split. You'll see here, if he gets in danger, he will use abduct, because this is technically on the randomizer and messes up the spelling to abduct. But he can get out of any situation now for free. And you'll see here, he'll walk into it and he'll teleport to a random tile on the floor. Which means right next to potential enemies, or right where he was apparently. This is quite annoying, but you can see by the MP usage, it takes basically nothing. So this is honestly one of the strongest enemies or monsters you can get in the game. But the problem is, you will never really level up. And because of that, yeah, it's a very dangerous strat. So that's why you tend to walk into the area, because it technically changes the turn order. So everyone has had their moves, and the targeting has already happened. If he didn't do that, he actually would have been hit by the troll when he landed. So he's having really bad luck, actually. Normally you can see more of the floor that's happening. You can see him, there it is, yeah. Mr. Garwuga, who is, in Septic said in the chat, is actually because Wugga tends to find quite a few Garudas during his runs. And yes, it's basically a free warp spell. But you can see, basically, if you have any form of MP recovery, you're just golden. Oh, looks like the Dreamer wants to pick a fight with the Arash. I think he did. I think he's using the opportunity just to look for more resources. He has a pillar and a flame ball, an empty acid rain ball technically, and a water ball. So, but you can just see here, he's going to grab this. Any information is good information in this game. Knowing where the monsters spawn or are coming from are great. But I honestly believe he's looking for resources. Wugga is the type of player to know best monsters. I love pickets, they are so cute. I would assume Wugga knows that he is slightly in the lead. For the record, players can't watch each other's streams. Please. Oh, okay. You gotta be really careful around bomb traps and having a wind-based monster. So 37 damage from the Ashra. Still only half strength. There's still no hazard curb. So you can see the Ashra just doing all the damage on DamagedPlushie's side. I'm getting my steps in doing this. So all of a sudden, 419. To put in perspective, the world record in this game is actually quite disgusting. Let me get the actual leaderboard up here. Zero Dream speedrun. Like my personal best for any percent with Garuda is 37 minutes and 5 seconds, but the world record is 23:30. So they would have actually held by Wugga. Septic Tank is 24:25. Baldwin is 25 even. So our top 3 times with Garuda is extremely fast. But with Grounded, and this is the scarier part and how scary our community is, 23:36 is the Grounded. So if you were to look at 23:30 and 23:36 and realize one uses Garuda and one doesn't, that's terrifying. Septic again 24:25 and Baldwin at 25 because they were both without Garuda. And we allow the same run to be submitted in different categories as long as you respect the rules of individual categories. And oh no, no, we're still fine. That was a sleep trap and a prison trap, actually. So that was 2 different traps there. So Ashra is missing AFK right now. Olean Fruit is a get out of jail free card. Yeah, my best time is 45:22 as Grounded, but I have not been doing many runs. Get some defense increase there. Well, I refuse to update Curry because my run is so horribly bad, it's funny. So just saying. We also actually have a match again on Friday. If you want to join the Discord, we do ping with a special role. Garuda came from an egg that was on floor 14, I believe, so Plushie will be finding it soon. Plushie does have a cure-all. She can literally double its attack, basically. Or close to double. It would be 56 if it was. But the thing to take note of is Plushie has all the time in the world to catch up if Wugga makes one misstep. And it can easily happen as well, depending on where things spawn or see where the map is. And please do not throw that egg. Please do not throw. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, no, so that's the bloom. Never mind. She's 1 floor lower than what it should be. I thought that was the Garuda egg. That would have broke my heart. Yes. Yeah. And even a book list, which is basically the 99% run. Oh, we got the restore scroll. So we're reviving. We're going to be doing escort quests, basically. Do not challenge the Kraken. The Kraken is extremely strong. Like, extremely, extremely strong. She should be able to finish it now. She's supposed to be using a cure-all. But yeah, this is what I mean. Like, Krakens are some of the strongest things you ever fight in like relation to where you are. The way this game works is your monsters keep the same level, but Co gets reset. So because of Co, the main character, we're saying level 1, progress is normally kept based on how well you do with your monsters. Well, yeah, but like, Plushie has a very strong familiar, and if Wugga were to die, which is entirely possible, we saw him die to a sleep trap just because the game said no. You know. So there's the Garuda egg, for the record. And honestly, that's probably going to be hatched immediately. Hopefully it will be. Yeah, Wugga is skilled enough in this game where this is just all second nature. He's just having fun. What you don't see is actually the MP is draining faster because 2 monsters are out. So this is a bit of a more problematic situation. Oh, so you can be hit by monsters when you abduct near them, but they have to be, you have to be right next to them and then teleport right next to them again for them to do damage. Otherwise, basically those look at you when you land next to them because they would have been moved and then they change things around. You have to be careful of traps as well. Also, the elevators, yeah, is going to say exactly 1 room away. You can tell when you spawn in or be teleported around. If you're very careful, you can see where things actually are. So once again, we're at floor 31 at 31 minutes. So we're seeing DamagedPlushie rotate the camera, looking for any danger. Once again, not Sleepy Beldo, but again, a very good seed. All 3 of these seeds actually were very good. They're very generous, and honestly, they'd be very good practice seeds for a lot of people. I keep saying Sleepy Beldo because there's a glitch that if there's a trap room on the floor, which means basically all the monsters don't spawn in, which includes Beldo because he's a monster, you actually skip that cutscene and it's a time save. Don't worry, this is a 1 in 4,096 chance. Please go for it in a run and try to save a little bit of time. I actually got that in one of my runs when I was doing practice, and I got one right after, so. That was actually on the PS2, so there was no chance of RNG manipulation or anything with the randomizer. So again, we're just going to keep teleporting around. We have 63 MP left. You can see it's using basically 1 because it's using a little bit more. This is going to be a little bit scary. He's weighing his options, and that's the right option. You don't want to play around. That's extremely terrifying, but still fine. You can see basically how fast the Garuda is going and how using the safe Garuda strats, he's now, on to floor 34. I know, I do appreciate it. Oh, so top left there, you can see that I would honestly go for the ball first and then go for that, but he knows where the thing is, and as long as Dragon doesn't wake up, we're all good. On to floor 35. 4 more full floors, and then floor 40 is free. Top left is where the elevator is. There we go. Actually, it's a 1-room entrance. That's actually a 3-room floor, actually. That's actually really mean. Sometimes when you spawn with 1 or 2 rooms and things keep generating around you. Can you kill it? You're like level 12. You might barely miss. Oh, okay, cool, 93. That's with one of the strongest spells in the game with Pillar, so. My stomach is rumbling. I'm sorry if that's next to the microphone. 2 rooms to the left, but the dragon's sitting in front. There's no point in gambling. Just do that. Right next to it, he's on to floor 38. So do you see why there's a leaderboard split, everyone? You'll see Plushie using Garuda as well. Throwing the best monster away. Go up trap, actually went to the elevator. Both of them have actually very good inventories. floor 39 with a go-up trap. And I could not see the elevator spin on. Oh, wait, no, it's there. You just missed it, yep. And GG, everyone. So that is that. So let me get... So yeah, this is how obscene Garuda is. Because even after a lot, and even having to escort, what's it called, the Plumpa as well, and taking up MP, he still has 48. Like, this thing is stupidly. Oh, the cure all hurt. No. Is so stupid on how cheap the ability is compared to other stuff. Like we saw Mount Burn do is 4 MP per usage. So I'm gonna send them the invites and we're gonna get them for interview. And after that, I can go to bed. So done and done. Yeah, they'll join shortly here. But yeah, if you have any questions for the runners, please feel free to type them. I'll be happy to ask. But yeah, it's 3:38 in the morning here. Hopefully everyone's been having a great night. It's been a lot of fun. I'm happy to do commentary. We gotta find some new commentary, so if anyone's interested, please let me know as well. I need to rest my voice tomorrow for sure. Lots of tea and rest. Looks like Wugga will join shortly here. Why do I still hear... Oh, I never sent... There you go. Much better. Hello, Wugga.
Hello, hello.
I roll good seeds.
Yeah, you actually did. Imagine that.
Between the spider and metal, the same monsters as John Phoenix's last game, which is very confusing to me.
Oh, nice.
No, it was the first game was the exact same monsters as the last game I commentated. It's very confusing. I thought I actually gave you guys the wrong seed.
All right.
And yeah, Garuga. Also, hello, Plushie.
Hi there.
Hey, Plushie. GG's.
GG's.
So this is saying to Wugga, apparently I roll good seeds. All of them were very generous. Lots of items. Lots of items, truthfully. Lots of good monsters for fusion. A Plumpa, apparently. But then, you know, a Garuda and an Arachne, or a Rash as an egg. So, you know, everyone got something. Apparently, Plushie, you don't like the spiders.
I don't.
That's fair.
I had fun with this one, though.
No, that's more than fair. Also, I do have to point out as well, Wugga, can you just finish the game? You're just staring down Beldo.
Oh, no, I actually failed now. The Palumpa's dead.
Oh. No, he's not.
Yeah, I made it a point. I really wanted to make... I gave Palumpa a good shot. I actually fused it into the Azure early on. Just to be tempted. But then then it died. Because of a trap again. I've been having terrible luck with traps today.
Yes, you have. It's actually kind of the funnier part is you died from a sleep trap on floor 36. And then obviously I posted when Plushie also got the floor 36. Though you died from a sleep trap, and you had every resource in the world. Plushie was scraping by and playing amazingly to get to that point, and I was so sad that it didn't go to like a proper game 3 because it was just all the good ones in the world apparently wanted to play with Plushie today.
There were so many.
Yeah,
And
there I think was at least 7 on that floor chasing you, and you had like 2 binding ball usages left, and that was it. And you're just dodging everything, and it's horrifying, like the amount of golems there were.
I thought you said you rolled good seeds.
Well, no, you were fine. Yeah, plus she had access to the same resources. She just kept taking the other turn.
Oh, I see.
Missing all of it. But honestly, like I'm really glad. Oh, you didn't junk him? How dare you? I expected more Wugga. But yeah, like honestly, I'm extremely tired. So sorry, the interview is not.
Yeah, same here. I had to wake up early for this, so I'm a little drowsy. Apologies on that.
I tried it by bedtime too. Funny how the way things work out.
It's almost 4 a.m. here, and this is my third commentary match in the day.
Oh dear, you should get some shut-eye.
It's fine. It's fine. We'll put a ping later asking for more commentators and stuff. But I'm more than happy to do this, and everyone just happened to submit it today, and I don't have anything for tomorrow, so why not? Mm-hmm. I'm not doing anything else this week. I'll tell you that much for commentary. I'm done. People will have to find because we have a match on Thursday, which is a showcase. It's Sand versus Septic, I think.
Looking forward to that one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then I can't remember the last match because I'm too tired right now. What's the other one?
Starting monsters for wind. Go ahead.
So how long were you sitting waiting for me to die on 36? Because I'm pretty sure I've had rounds with both you and Septic, and I'm pretty sure y'all could have both gone out and gotten a manicure in the time you had to wait for me to finish.
Yeah, I had a personal manicure. I just bit my fingernails off while waiting for something to happen.
To answer the question, it was about 14 minutes.
Oh, jeez.
You got there nice and quick, and then you died, and then I think it's like roughly 10 to 14 minutes before Plushie caught up, and was so close. But is this like 1 room away or 2 rooms away, or whatever? But like the amount of golems was just too much at that point.
I think there was an iceberg too.
I mean, there was all sorts of horrible things there. Like both of you were so close.
Yeah, that's funny. Maybe next time I can get it so you only have to have a latte whenever you're waiting for me to catch up, and then I can properly die instead of the full manicure.
Yeah, caffeinate Wugga. That's exactly what we should do. Playing when he's drowsy, trust me. But yeah, like when it comes to the matches, is there any highlights you want to talk about, or?
Not really. I think in the first one I messed up a fusion at some point. I made my wee dog because I used the death, and I had a light seed. So I thought, this is gonna go just nicely. I'm actually gonna be able to give myself a water clown at some point. But then I messed up by giving the light seed to wee dog, and it doesn't work anymore.
That's what that issue was. Okay.
Yeah, that was just my brain not fully having woken up by that point. But yeah, it was a fun race. I'm glad we made it exciting in the second round.
I mean, you made it exciting.
Honestly, like all 3 rounds were very well played between all of you, and again, as tired as I am, I was actually up doing weights and doing steps and stuff to stay awake. Because hey, I maybe should have had a nap before staying up to 4 a.m. in the morning. Just saying, but
I did get to use butt straps in the last one. I stuck Ko turned around to the room so he could AI 5 and then go kill the monsters inside the room so they wouldn't wake up.
Yeah, seeing AI 5 used in a tournament match was very interesting because that was this is not a thing that normally happens at all because normally it's a very bad decision.
Every time I seem to play a match in tournament, it's like, why did you do that? How did you come up with that? Oh, I made it up on the fly.
You also got most of your pickups too.
Yeah, I did. I got, except for like one really particular troll that just did not want to.
Yeah, but like you got like probably 80% of your pickups, so that's still true to your name.
Yeah, I love picking up.
It's a 5 and 8 chance, so it's really not the best chance in the world. But you keep hitting that little extra bit on the coin toss, and it's quite amazing.
Been told there's plush luck.
Honestly, yeah. The other thing as well is the Plumpa. Okay, actually, I have to ask this because I said it on commentary and I want to confirm it. When you died to the sleep trap, Wugga, were you laughing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least it got a little chuckle out of me.
Yeah, because I was saying on commentary, there's like, you're the type of person just like, that's dumb kind of thing.
Yeah, it was just bad luck, literally, and also the fact that my Arachne died the septic special way, to a paralysis trap in a room with 2 zoos. So that was like the height of that moment, and I was just watching the health whittle away from the Spidey, hoping it would be fire. It's not.
No.
not enough barks from failed barks from the
actually
zoo to make it
the
work,
one thing
it was close.
The one thing actually you messed up on, actually, Wugga. The second game when you had the spider.
Yeah.
You had a fire spider.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the original typing of the spiders that you were running away from and using resources on?
Yeah, at some point it came back to me around 1920. I realized, oh right, they are all
wind.
Yeah, they're all wind.
Yeah,
I was actually really debating whether to keep my Arachne wind through like to the high 20s. It has its advantages on those floors.
It does, yeah.
But then I opted for like the general good.
But you're using like sleep balls, like binding balls and stuff like that. I'm like, why? You can murder them all with AI1. Like they're all vulnerable to you. So
yeah, I'm just gonna chalk it up to my tired brain.
That's fair. That's fair. We're all a bit groggy right now. But if you don't mind, I'm gonna try to end this so I can go to sleep before 4 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, absolutely.
It's 6 here.
yeah, Eastern time. In a few hours, the sun will rise, I think, to quote something. Those get the reference, yay. But I'm very happy to watch the matches. There's a lot of fun. I'm definitely going to sleep well. I know Obi's going to wake me up in like an hour and a half, so that dog's a jerk, but I can't escape that anyway. Sarah will have to deal with him. But thank you so much. Plushie, you'll be moving down, obviously. You're waiting for the whoever wins from Revan and Lady Deme.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And Wugga, you're versing Chai.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That one should be beautiful to watch.
Yeah, and then John Phoenix and Septic will be versing each other. And then the winner of that match.
Grudge match.
Exactly, yeah, actually it is another grudge match, because that was actually what we opened with. So,
oh, that's right.
One of them is going down. And actually, the first ever match we had, actually, I do believe, was a Garuda match. So this is like the second time I've rolled seeds, and this is the second time there's been a Garuda.
It was literally the first monster we got out of this tournament.
Yeah. So again, Random Toolkit has a very high success rate, just because you get very talented monsters, basically, from the very start.
Oh, we got the question mark eggs every time. That meant they were evolved already.
Or Queenie. That's the other option. Because Queen doesn't actually have an egg.
They're infertile according to the book.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm just really happy that like the seeds weren't like a Sand Knight seed where it's like, okay, you die on floor 13 because the game says, straight up no.
Oh, I like those. They're
Um,
funny. But for the morning, a nice stroll to the tower may have been better.
Yeah. Well, again, like the Garuda, like, there's 2 trained ones and 2 seeds to start with, which is very strange.
Yeah, we've had quite a lot of those trained ones.
Yeah. The second seed, the amount of fireballs provided was obscene. Even now, Wugga still has 2 pillar balls and a flame ball and an acid rain ball, and basically a full sleep ball to finish the run with. Again, you're not using your spells. Yeah, Garuda.
Yeah, because Garuda. Only when you need to take something out of the way fast in an elevator room or something.
Yeah, but at the same time, the second seed, I think you had like 5 or 6 different fireballs. Like you were just able to just set the tower aflame. So,
that's awesome.
Sounds about right.
But with that, thank you, SpeedGaming. Thank you too. Thanks to me for staying awake, I guess.
Yeah, thank you.
Sure, Sean.
Thank you. That's been awesome.
Yeah, I am always happy to.
Yeah,
I'm always happy to do commentary, and I don't want to. Like, there is an option of not having commentary during these matches. The game is so complicated; it needs to have commentary. So, like, I'm more than happy to volunteer my time. I'm busy, quite busy during the week, but thankfully Tuesday/Wednesday, I'm actually fine.
Oh yeah, so, I've had some people watch me mess around it, and they're like, I comprehend nothing that's going on right now. Yeah, and I'm like, do you want me to nerd out for like 20 minutes, or do you want to keep watching? Because I can do both.
Yeah, honestly, again, like, and I'll type that in the chat one last time. Like, our Discord link is there. If you want to learn the game, join. We're all friendly. We're all happy. And even if you just want to learn a little bit, you don't have to speedrun the game. We're happy to teach anyone at any skill level. So it's just a fun game to learn how to run, and it feels amazing when you manage to beat it.
Oh yeah, I've had people go, oh my gosh, I want to play that game, and then they like play it for about 20 minutes. They're like, oh, I'm gonna have to pick this up later.
Yeah.
My brain. So yeah, having people to help you learn it is really cool.
Yeah. But with that, have a good night / good morning, depending where you are. And we're done. So bye, everyone.
Good morning. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day. Good night. Bye.
Thanks, peeps. Take care.
Bye-bye.